I'm Kate, and I'll be talking about how Earth rotates around the Sun, and the Sun doesn't rotate around the Earth. So pretend this light bulb is the Sun, and the globe is the Earth. The Sun stays still while the Earth rotates around. Also, you can say how different seasons are in this. So the axis is like an invisible line that runs right through the Earth. And it doesn't really go around it. It doesn't go around it. It goes straight through the middle, which is the 0-degree line. So that's also, and the axis is a little tilted, and that's what makes the seasons. If you get a direct ray of sunlight on the northern or southern hemisphere, it's summer. If say the northern hemisphere has the most sun, it's summer there, and the southern hemisphere is winter. And the only time that they get the exact ray of sunlight is spring. When it's going right down at the equator, when the sun is shining right at the equator, then it's spring. So in between each summer and winter, it's autumn and spring. When the sun gives direct ray on the Earth, one part of the Earth is summer. The part that has the most sun is summer. And the part that has less sun is winter. And it takes 326 days for the Earth to rotate around the sun. But it doesn't just rotate around the sun. While it's going around the sun, it also spins on its own to make a day. So this side will be the sun, and this side is night. So the sun is right here, shining its day. And so when the Earth spins to the other side, then that's day now, and now the other side is night. So it's tilted to make the seasons. If it wasn't tilted and it was straight up, it would be one season and one season only, and it would be summer all year long. And we wouldn't have winter, autumn, or spring. It would just be summer. If it was straight up, it would just be summer. If it's tilted, we'd have 4 seasons.
I'd like to start now. You only have 15 minutes before cleanup.
The Earth rotates around the sun and spins on its own on its little invisible line. Okay, so
hi, I'm Tiana.
The little
I'm
globe that I have right here,
how basically
it shows
the Earth
that
revolves around the sun.
right here
the sun does not revolve around the Earth. So this orange
is
ball
the
is
center
going to
line,
represent the sun.
and then
this little
the
phone ball
equator.
is going to
If it's
represent
shining
the Earth.
directly at the equator, then
Now,
it's
The rotation of the Earth.
if the sun is shining directly at the equator, it's it's spring or summer.
But as it's going
It's
around
spring
the sun, it
at both
also
sides.
rotates
So
like this.
autumn and spring are pretty much in the middle
So
of
it does
each
like a
season.
double rotation.
So whenever
Now,
it's
day and
not
night
summer or not winter, it's either
Is
spring
when
or autumn.
The sun is shining on the Earth,
The Earth
and then it spins
rotates around the sun.
This side now, and now this side is day.
And
but
so
then
proof
this
of that
side
is
night.
every
because
day,
it's not getting the sun.
every
getting
night
the
or
moon.
every day, whenever you can see the stars. You know how you see the
is
stars and the
why
sky and the
On a
constellations?
globe, for
It's
instance,
beautiful and up
it
and
is
high.
slightly tilted.
They're always
with
different
that
stars.
little
They
bar.
aren't the
It's
same
slightly
stars.
tilted.
They're different. Totally
And that's how
different.
it shows the seasons. if it's
So I'm gonna
direct
show some
nice
stars.
spotlight right on the sun, that's where it's summer.
And then it's going to show a bunch of stars. The
And
stars
then wherever the
are
sun
in the
is,
sky,
on the other
and
side,
then
that's where winter
every
is,
day,
because it's not getting as much sun and it's
every
colder.
when it moves, so the stars
then
are
when it
scattered all
turns,
over the galaxy.
on each side it's
All
spring
of them. All
and
stars
fall.
are scattered all over the galaxy.
Then,
All the stars, whenever they're scattered all over the galaxy, and they're gorgeous.
the Earth is tilted at a 23.5 angle.
So, when all the stars are scattered all over space,
It basically shows the
these
seasons.
stars are different every single night.
Sunlight and how
Because,
it's angled.
so say there's one big batch of stars right here. So now pretend the light bulb is stars, a big batch of stars. So say the stars are right here over Canada or Russia.
When
Russia.
the sun rises
When
and
it's up
sets,
here and
it's really
and
that
spins around,
we are the ones that are
now
moving and
North America. And
we are
now
the
North
ones
America
that are
and
making it
Canada
look
and
like
pretty
the
much
Earth.
this
The
whole
sun
side of the
is
Earth
moving.
now gets to
But
see
really
this
it's
batch of
not.
stars.
We are
Well,
the
this
ones
side of the Earth sees different
So
stars.
this sunrise sunset is us.
So
We are moving, making it look like
rotation versus revolution. Revolution is when
but
the sun. Some people used to think that the sun rotated around the Earth, and the Earth didn't rotate around the sun. Really, really instead of the sun rotating around the Earth, it's the other way around.
Day and night became a thing.
So the Earth spins around the sun. People used to think that the sun rotated around the Earth because they couldn't feel themselves moving on Earth themselves.
And right now, this
They
side
couldn't
is
feel
night
themselves
because that's
rotating
where
around the Earth
And
themselves.
now-
So they always thought
it turns.
that the
Now
sun
this
was moving
side is
around
day,
it.
and this
But
is
really,
night. And that's
you
how
get
we have day and night.
when they blasted the first spaceship, NASA put the first spaceship into space, no one was in the spaceship, so they were controlling it by a computer on Earth. So when they had it, they'd go into space, turn the camera around, and then the camera would watch Earth spin. It takes 326 days or 1 year for the Earth to rotate all the way around the sun. So once it gets all the way around the sun, that's 1 year. The Earth revolves around the sun, which takes 365 days, 365.26 days for it to go all the way around the sun. The rotation means Earth spins. The revolves means it also moves. So it pretty much moves at all times. The Earth moves at all times. Everyone thought that, so two people found out that it was the Earth that was moving and not the sun. It was only a handful of people who thought they were right, and pretty much everyone else thought they were nuts. And they told them, come on, watch the sun. See, the sun is moving. It's rotating around us. Because, anyway, if we were moving, we can't even feel it. How are we moving? But they studied, and they kept going until they found out they were right. Thanks.